Hey, what's up, everybody? Doing a little webcam video today instead of my flip video, but I'm gonna try and tweak it so it'll be as good as the flip video. But anyway, thought I'd do this video, and I'm gonna do a few videos today. Got so many topics to touch on, but here's one I want to touch on. This is gonna be a long, probably almost boring fucking read, but I'm gonna get through it, and then I'm gonna have to do part 2 probably to point out all the shit that's wrong with this. But anyway, here we go. The latest Washington Post/ABC News poll tells the story nearly 6 in 10 voters say they have just some or no confidence in President Obama to make the right decisions for the country. America, or at least the part of it that voted for Barack Obama for president, has made a big mistake. Some of those teary-eyed people in Chicago's Hyde Park neighborhood on election night 2008 would probably admit it if they were interviewed. Many bumper stickers still displaying fading Obama '08 stickers, but you'd find fewer that read "Yes, we can." There's no shame in making a mistake. Everybody makes plenty in a lifetime, even in elections. Politicians are good at sounding good. The minority parties promise to be more honest and ethical than the majority, and then when it has gained the trust of people fed up with too much dishonesty and too little ethics, it becomes like the party it replaced. The mistake made by those who voted for Obama, thinking it would be different with him, is their belief that it would be different with him. A politician is a politician. You could change the color, the gender, even the party, and you are still left with a politician. That is not necessarily an evil thing. We must have politicians, I suppose, but like the metaphorical crazy ant who is kept in the attic, politicians should be kept in his or her place, lest the house become chaotic. The taxing and regulating has only just begun. The Obama people are not intrinsically evil, like someone caught up in a cult. They sincerely believe in the fiction they are peddling. More taxes will produce a healthier economy. The record debt is not a problem. More regulation will result in banks and big businesses operating ethically and for the greater good of their customers and the country. Nationalized health care will mean better care for the sick. Unrestricted abortion and same-sex marriage are fine. Unenforced immigration laws are good because Democrats need to import votes and Republicans want cheap labor. If America's wrong course is to be righted, Republicans and conservatives must offer something different from the last time they held power. That should begin with a history lesson. What did the founders and their constitutionalist descendants believe would produce the best results for a people united around certain commonly held principles? What was the result when those principles were applied or not applied in our national life and in individual lives? The problem today is that fewer of those principles are commonly held because they are not taught in public schools and universities or reinforced by the media, from which we get too much of our information and too little truth. America is about opportunity, not guaranteed outcomes. If someone lacks opportunity, the goal should be to clear obstacles that block opportunity. Motivation is something else. No one can be taught motivation. That's up to each individual. On taxes, there is plenty of evidence concerning how our economy responds when taxes are high and when they are low. Why are we allowing the politicians to seize larger amounts of the money we make and misspend it as they do? Republicans and conservatives are going to have to do more than argue their familiar ideological positions this November and again in 2 years. They must show their ideas work. To do this, they can adopt some of the Democrats' theatrics. Democrats love to parade legions of aggrieved and deprived. Republicans should start their own parade, head in the opposite direction. People who encountered difficult circumstances but overcame them by practicing Republican and conservative principles would populate a GOP parade. Again, it's no shame to make a mistake. It is shameful to repeat it. The liberal wing of the Democratic Party is dismantling the America we have known and loved and transforming it into something it has never been, a socialist state. If we let them do it, there will be no forgiveness, no excuse, and no going back. and our shame will be an indelible stain for which future generations will judge us. Well, first of all, I'm going to have to make a part 2 of this, but I'll touch on some of the topics here. First of all, yeah, I agree with basically the first little column of this. Yes, people do make a mistake when they vote for people thinking, you know, shit will change. A politician is a politician no matter what. However, this crazy ant reference is fucking, you know, out of the park. Since when does anybody lock their crazy ant in the attic anymore? Maybe, well, this dude, he looks to be about, like, I don't know if you can see him, his name is Cal Thomas. He looks to be about his fucking 70s. So he's probably used to black dudes riding in the back of the bus, so this is probably why Obama pisses him off. This bullshit about the taxing and the regulating has only just begun. I don't know if Cal is aware of this and the teabaggers out there. Taxes for working people like myself, unless you make over $250,000 a year, have been the lowest they've been in a long fucking time. What the fuck happened to this world? People came to get their basic, and this dude's supposed to be a fucking news guy. He writes a fucking article in the paper week after week. I see him all the time spouting this crazy shit. They're not intrinsically evil. They're just caught up in a cult. Well, okay. I'll fully admit that all religions are cults. However, Democrats and Republicans have their own version. They can be a cult, and so can atheism too, if fucking people take it too far. You know, anything can turn into a cult. You could have the fucking Cheetos cult where everybody just sits around eating fucking Cheetos all day. But he says they believe in the fiction they're peddling. More taxes will produce a healthier economy. And later he gets into taxes, and in the second video I'll tell you a little fucking history lesson about that, but I won't comment on that right now, but I'll get to that. The record debt is not a problem. They have said that. It is a problem, so he is right on that. More regulation will result in banks and big businesses operating ethically and for the greater good. Yeah, that's what you do with regulation. You say if you fuck people over and you break the law, there's going to be criminal or civil fucking consequences for it. What the fuck should we do? Just let... Oh, yeah, just let them regulate themselves. Kind of like with the oil industry and BP. They regulated themselves, you know. 96 days to clean up a fucking... or cap a fucking oil spill. And not even all that well, you know. We can see how fair and impartial they are. Join BP, they won't fuck you over. Fucking retarded. Nationalized healthcare will mean better care for the sick. Fucking works out for everybody else. People in Britain, they actually have a billing, not a billing office in British hospitals, or in British hospitals. Do you know what it's for? It's basically a cash window. It's for, like, say you had to take a cab to get to the hospital. They'll pay you back the money you had to take to pay for the fucking cab. Sounds good to me. Plus, on top of that, they don't have as fucking high advanced equipment as we do, some of the techniques and whatnot, but it works out for pretty much everybody who does it, and it's a basic human right, I think. If you're sick, you should get fucking health care. Sorry, it's just the way it works out, you know. Of course, I think it would turn into like a fucking kind of like a welfare program, people faking shit to get free health care a lot, but so does everything else. It should be highly regulated, so should everything like that with food stamps and health care, but anyway, I'm going to get to the rest of this. I'll have to make a part 2, so peace for right now.